Okay, see you later.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Lost Spot. I'm your host, Sebastian, right out of Oklahoma City. I'm hanging out with the band Polterguise, and I want to make sure I said that right before the show started, and I did. And I don't think it's hard. I don't think it's hard to say, but it is. Somebody's phone's popping, by the way. It does that with cell phones sometimes. I've noticed that. Move your foot. Yep, it's still going. It's still going. Hold on, I want to see something real quick. I'm gonna test something out. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna get you right back on though, okay? Hold on. Wrong one. This one.
Yes, it wasn't me.
There, see, no, it's him. It is him. It's him. It's his cell phone. Whenever some of my bad receptions hear that, it's starting to pop again. Hey man, do you by chance have a computer?
Not on us. We're at the studio right now.
Okay. When he talks, he doesn't do it. It's when he doesn't talk. He does it. Okay, but here's a question. Do people say poltergeist? Like accidentally instead of poltergeist? Like, do people think your name is Poltergeist?
Yeah, that happens all the time, actually. It's a lot of people named after the movie rather than two words put together.
Yeah, man. How did you guys come up with that name? Kind of a generic question, but I'm just curious.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, you got it wrong for like fucking years now.
5 minutes ago.
Yeah, literally like 5 minutes ago, we were joking around about this. So it like originally was like two different things. I used to go ghost hunting with some homies. Like I'm talking about.
Yeah, dude.
And we made a joke saying that we would call ourselves the Polterguise. And that just was like a joke that stuck with me. And then like a few years later, when I was trying to think of a name for like a music project, which was how the band started, was just like an project. I was like, well, what if I spun that into something a little more serious and put like Poltergeist and Disguise together? And then it just kind of happened, and it happened to be an interesting combo of words that nobody had taken. So I just rolled with it, and it stuck with us over the years.
Does the rest of the band, did they ever go ghost hunting with you?
No.
We can. We do like we can do a music video that looks like a Scooby-Doo episode.
Yeah.
Dude, that'd be super cool. Like when you're running in and out of the doors. And like, so you know how they do that in the Scooby-Doo? Like one person's running and then all of a sudden someone comes in another door. I want to do that actually for TikTok. I want to do that for TikTok. That'd be a cool TikTok video. All right. So you guys been playing since when? When did you guys start?
As a group, like the four of us have been playing for a couple years now. In this, the Poltergeist has been around since like 20 as a project.
Okay, so there's been some different members kind of in and out of the band.
Yeah, it's changed a lot. I mean, it started out as an acoustic thing, and then it kind of has gone in and out of different brands of post-hardcore, and the stuff we're actually at the studio to record now, it's going to lean a little bit more into metal territory, something a little bit more technical.
Okay, yeah, and the guy, what's your name up there with the earrings, the big old gauged ears? What's your name? Yeah,
Cameron.
Cameron, dude, that mask you have on in the music video, Fortune Teller, is that like a made mask? Because that's you with the mask on, right?
Yeah, if I remember right, the dude that actually that put like all the costumes together and came up with like more of the concept of it. I'm pretty sure he told me he just found that at Goodwill and was like, it's kind of cool.
It is cool. No, it looked kind of like a Batman, like a villain. I guess you play a villain in the music video as well, right?
Yes.
Like you're the bad. You know, I thought like, why are you the only one wearing a mask? I guess you're supposed to be like the super villain.
I think so. What was the idea was, if I remember,
James Bond or something.
it was like James Bond /
Mr. Evil Kidnapped.
Austin Powers?
Austin Powers-ish together.
Wait, no.
Okay.
MacGruber, that's what it was based off of, right?
MacGruber?
Yeah,
That's what it was based off of. Right?
Gruber type shit.
Yeah.
He's supposed to be like
He's like, I don't know, I just fucking wore a
Yeah, I
mask.
remember Dr. Evil because he was like, in the credits, what do you want to be called? And I was like, Dr. Evil, because I just got done watching all of those movies recently, and I was like, can I be that? And he was like, okay, I don't care what you want, I'll type it in.
And then you got your ass kicked by that girl. And the way they shot that video was super cool because it looks like she's like kicking everybody's ass too. Like the way they panned in and out of the what's the word I'm looking for? I guess it's just the video, the way they did that. Whose idea was it to do a fight scene?
That was actually our videographer, Anthony Tran. He pretty much, I sent him the song, and he approached us with two different ideas. And it's kind of funny that we mentioned do shit because a Scooby-Doo chase type thing was one of the ideas.
Okay.
And then the one was like a comedic James Bond type shit where we have some cool ass fighting and the car shots, and then there'd be some funny stuff there too. And that was the one that we went with because it felt like it fit the song, and it just had a good flow to it. So it was all his choreography.
Yeah, what's cool about it is normally when I watch a music video, I can't really tell what's going on. First, like I don't know either. I can't comprehend it, or I'm not that smart. One of the two things happens. But on your music video, I could tell what was going on. It's very movie-like. You kind of have a story from beginning to end. Very cool. Have you guys been able to do a lot of shows? I know you guys are signed to a label, right? Aren't you guys signed to what's the name of the label?
Storia Records.
Yeah, and what do they do for you guys? How's that working out?
So it's working out really well, actually. They've reissued Vanta Black, the EP that Fortune Teller is off of, and we actually just released the reissue just a few days ago, this past Friday. The promotional aspect that they've done for us is the biggest part, and it's been insane. Just the boost in fans and exposure that we've had through these guys has been great. And the label owners are, at least one of them was I had known, the most of us had known, signing with them anyway. So it's cool to be working with homies, essentially, and then it's actually really good on the promotional aspect, and they have a lot of connections for us as far as other people in the industry, photographers or videographers, what have you. So it's just easier to get things done. We can focus more on writing and practicing and just enjoying music for is rather than a lot of the management aspects of it, and it just kind of makes it really nice, really smooth, very relaxing.
Yeah, and are you guys getting ready to do any shows anytime soon? Are you guys already playing shows right now?
So everything is for the most part booked up in our area. We've been trying to get back on some local stuff, but the next thing that we have coming up, we actually haven't fully announced this yet. It's going to be opening for Slaves on September 12th.
Cool, man.
Yeah, here in our hometown, that they're coming through. So fingers crossed that COVID doesn't fuck that up too. But
I know, man. Dude, I know you said everyone's booked, but like, what if you just showed up with your equipment anyways, and we're like, sorry, we're playing. Like, you start setting shit up, dude.
I said this earlier. I was like, what if we just pretend we're a different band? We just show up.
Yeah, just fucking show up and start setting up. Be like, oh, we thought. I mean, what's one more band? Be like, look, we'll just play like 3 songs. We'll fucking get out of here, dude. You know what I'm saying? Like, you think they'll tell you no if you already are? Like, just be there first. Be like the first band, show up an hour early and set all your shit up. And then just start playing. Make them kick you off the stage. That's what I would do, man. That's what I would do.
You gotta do that now.
I think I would do it, but I say I would do it, but would I actually do it? If I was drunk, definitely I would do it.
You gotta do it at a venue we'll never care to like play again.
Yeah, dude. Oh my God. This reminds me of a story. I pissed this girl off one time. I was in Las Vegas and this girl, I don't remember the name of her band. It was like 15, no, fucking longer than that. I was like 21. It's like 18 years ago. And she's on stage singing, and I'm like, you guys need a screamer, right? So I just get up on stage and I just grab a microphone and start screaming. And like the rest of the band like wanted me in the band after that, and she like fucking hated me. She looked at me like, you're a piece of shit. And what was even more awkward about it is I went to an after party where they wound up showing up, and she the whole time was just talking mad shit about me. And I was like, the rest of your band likes me, so I should be in the band. I should be in the band. So you guys just came up with an LP or EP or something like that?
Yeah, we came out with our first EP. Yeah, Vanta Black.
Okay, but before this group got together, did Polterguise have like other songs out on other releases without this group?
Yeah. So we did have a slightly different lineup where we released 2 singles. They're streaming everywhere. It's Ectogasm and Ethereal. And I mean, it's still in that post-hardcore vein. It was just a little bit different period. It was many years ago that we recorded those. And then before that, there was an EP back when it was more centered around the acoustic stuff that we put out. But that was so many years ago that it's not even online anymore. So
Were you worried about changing the sound from acoustic? Because now it's more kind of, it's like kind of it's alternative, but you have stringing in it also, so it's kind of metally. Were you worried about people not really following because you're changing your style, or you're still kind of in the early phases where it doesn't matter?
Yeah, I mean, I think it was. I was never really worried about it personally, just because even when it was more centered on acoustic, it was on the more alternative side of things. And it was honestly kind of a weird brand of acoustic. Like, it was acoustic, but it still had kind of technical guitar playing over the top of it.
Okay.
Just acoustically. So it was kind of as if we just went from being acoustic to what it would have sounded like if it was full band. So,
Yeah.
like, the transition, although it was weird, once we actually jumped into it, it was pretty natural. It wasn't anything too weird, and I don't think it was hard for anyone to follow that was interested in us at the time.
Right. Yeah, and are you guys going to stick with this style, or are you going to get more? Are you going to continue to get harder and harder? Because I know you guys have a screamer and a singer, right?
Yeah. Cam actually does most of the screaming. I do a little bit, but it's like 90% him, and then I do the rest of the singing.
Yeah, man. I think your voice kind of sounds like, and I could be wrong. There's a band called Taproot that I used to listen to a lot. I think you kind of got a little bit. I don't know if you know who that is, but I think you kind of got a little bit of his. But you don't know who Taproot is?
I know the name. I'm not. I don't.
How old are you, man? No, I'm just kidding.
That's our oldest person in the band too.
I don't expect some of the other younger guys to know who they are. Dude, those ears are fucking huge, man. Those ears are huge. Your gauge. That's so cool, man. Yeah. I got
just a little big.
A little bit, yeah. Not. I mean, what are those? Like a half inch?
Oh, those are 2 inches.
Oh yeah, I'm way off. I'm way off. All right, let's play your song, Fortune Teller. What's this song about before we play it?
Fortune Teller is basically just kind of like looking into the proverbial mirror and kind of seeing things you don't really like about your character, about yourself. And it's sort of just about the experience of coming to light of those sort of things, like facing yourself, realizing you're not who you thought you were, and that you've got some changes to make. And by the end of the song, you kind of find that the character it's centered around, which could be anyone, is realizing, okay, like I've got some work to do, but I can do it. I can do things to better my life and become a better person. So it's just about realizing you got to make a change.
And I will say that the opening scene of this video, I thought it was going to want to be a funny song, you know, but like the opening scene, you're going to want to watch the rest of it, just watch the scene, because I thought it was fucking hilarious, man. It has nothing really to do with the rest of the video, kind of, but it's a good idea, and it's definitely something you're going to want to watch. All right, let's play Fortune Teller right now.
Command condition. Let's start laughing for a second. Right.
There you go. Did you guys have fun making that video or what?
Yeah, that was definitely one of the most man. That was hell. We all ended up a little beat up by the end of the day. Those car scenes.
Literally had a bruise on my back like this big from throwing myself into that dresser.
You fucking threw yourself into it.
I mean, they put they put like I guess like a pillow sheet over your head, and then you had to walk into the car, I guess. Did you literally almost trip when they did that? Was that hard to do?
Oh, the first take, if I remember right, we're rushing because we're trying to figure out what to we're just doing it. Stuff him in the car, and I think what was it, first take? He just slams the shit out of the back of David's head right on the car.
Oh, dude, I'm like, fuck this.
That was the first take. We did how many more after that? We did 10 more,
and he got hit 2 or 3 more times.
Did anyone accidentally get hit during the fighting scenes? Yeah, you did.
Because I think McCartney got actually kicked.
Look, she was vicious, bro. She literally kicked the chest multiple times. And I was like, well, I mean, whatever. We're gonna sell this. We're gonna make it look the best we can. I'm full force throwing myself into this dresser. And
you want to make it look real, yeah.
Yeah, every time I did it, I hit the same exact spot on my back every time.
Ooh.
Dude, it took us 15 takes on that one shot.
How long did the whole video take to shoot?
A day.
Yeah, it was about a day.
The whole day.
Probably
oh god, it was a whole day. Most of it outside at 22, 25 degrees.
Yeah,
it was cold.
It was cold.
It was middle of February, I think.
But you guys released that. When did you release it? I saw it on your Facebook page. It looked like you made a post in June about the release. So was it released later on after you had shot it? I guess it goes to production and they got to edit and all that stuff.
Yeah, we shot it real early, and then we were kind of just sitting on everything together and wrapped up before we released it. So it's a little bit, but also we've gone through Theoria to re-release stuff because it had come out last year, but then when we signed with them this year, we kind of collected everything back and then did the reissue back through them. So it had been out already technically a year, but it sort of re-released, this past June.
Did you change the music up at all, or just the same recording pretty much?
It's all the same stuff as before.
Okay.
It's original production from Cole Clark and Andrew Bayless, and then Christopher Crummett did the mastering, so everything stayed the same.
Okay. I do want to let you guys know that 2 days ago was my 1-year anniversary, so you're the first band I've had on the show since I've reached my 1-year mark. So congratulations.
Cheers.
You get that. Yeah. People are like, is it hard to start a podcast? I'm like, if you could just fucking talk to people, man. You can start a podcast with you. That's all it is. So are there any other music videos that the band has released besides Fortune Teller from, or are you going to release any more music videos from this album that you're putting out?
So not from Vanta Black. This is pretty much the Vanta Black cycle, other than some shows that we'll play this year, is pretty much wrapped up. We're in here at the studio tonight to record a new single into EP2, and there'll definitely be, I would say, probably at least 2 videos for the next EP.
Okay, cool.
No, that was actually the first video we did. So it's that's the only one. There won't be any more from this one, although we do have a lyric video and a visual streamer out for 2 songs that are off the EP, but no live music videos.
How much does a video like that cost? How much? What was your budget on that video? With 4 guys in a band, it's easy to come up with the money. I'm just kind of curious because some people in bands think it's really expensive to shoot a video, and I'm like, if you got 4 guys in a band, you all put your money together, it's like what, a couple thousand or so?
Well, it depends. We were videography. Got like kind of a special homie rate for that. Which
Gotcha.
But it is very expensive because when you're shooting a video like that, you kind of have to account for more than videographer. You've got to like, property rental for a place like the house rented out, and costuming. We paid a makeup artist for a lot of stuff as well. So there's a lot of things that people don't think about, and it can add up, and it can go well over a couple grand. So it's not undoable by any means, but it is. You definitely got to plan for it. It's not something you can just jump into.
Yeah, my favorite part of that song is the breakdown. I like the breakdown with the drums, and it sounds like I forgot what you were saying in the background there, but and then at the very end, but I gotta do whatever you say. I don't know if that reminds me of something, but I like it, man. It's like I said, it's kind of like alternative, but you have like a hard, screamy feel to it, man. I dig it.
Thank you. So, yeah, it was when we were working on that with Andrew. He had been writing that big build up, and I kind of just told him, "Hey, let's go out of left field and like let's do something fucking weird, man. Like let's throw something." Yeah. And I think it worked. It ended up being kind of like the trademark moment of the song. Yeah, I think it was a good decision rather than just doing a second breakdown.
It's gonna get a lot of confusion live. I feel like for people that like first haven't heard it, like I feel like you just have this intense break, like build up coming into it, and you're just like, oh, it's about to just sit down, and then like all the monsters out there, they're about to be like.
Do you guys know the lady in that video? Is that someone? Is that your girlfriend, or is that an actress, or
actress?
None of us had ever met her before.
David's girlfriend for a day.
That team was easy. Yeah, definitely.
Did you really get on top of her, like humping her, like or was she not even in the bed?
Oh, you got it.
And did you accidentally get a boner while you were doing it?
Ruined the whole shot. Because we were just gonna be fucking dying laughing.
So no, I was literally like on her stomach in the video. It doesn't look like it, but just the way it was positioned, I was like on her stomach, and I was wearing jeans on. And it was the most uncomfortable shit I've ever done.
Yeah. I bet it's uncomfortable because you're sitting there humping a girl's stomach, and she's laying in the bed, and you gotta be like, maybe I just take my jeans off, maybe she'll actually do it with me, like like no one's watching, like no one's like, does that ever cross your mind at all?
Honestly, no.
Yeah, dude, liar.
Like that was recorded in like 1-2 minutes, and she did like
all you need, man, 2 minutes.
She was not bad.
If you go for time, this ain't the Olympics.
All right.
You already step out.
In the scene is how it literally was in the moment. It's very much like an art. Let's just get through it.
Did you ever film that more than once, or is that like a one-time take?
It was probably like 3 or 4 takes really quick. It was one of those things where he would like walk back and forth and just get the shot real quick. It took maybe like 5 to 10 minutes.
Was the band there watching? Because I would have been cracking up, man. Like if I was
we wanted to go back there and watch this, and he just looked at our videographer. Anthony was like, "No, you guys can't go back. You already know that you would ruin the shot." Yeah, if I remember right, David, didn't you not know that you were going to do this scene until we like showed up?
We would have destroyed, but I do know that like
a dog laughing, dude.
Out of the room, just button his shirt up and just looks at us, and he's like, "That's the most awkwardest shit I've ever done in my life."
It was awkward watching it, dude. I was like, oh. No, that's good. I think it's cool. I'm happy you guys get to play your show with Slaves, right? Fingers crossed on that. Is that going to be in Kentucky?
Yes, that would be in Lexington, Kentucky at Manchester Music Hall on September 12th.
And everything's still kind of up in the air because of COVID, because of the rapid Delta virus kind of coming back in and getting sick as fuck again. And it's scary, man. Hopefully they don't cancel the show. Hopefully you guys get to play, and that's going to be a really exciting show. I bet a lot of people are going to go to it. It'll be good exposure for you guys.
Yeah, it's going to be great.
First show back, dude.
Yeah, gonna be our first show back.
It's
too,
our first.
so.
I'm puking as soon as I.
Yeah, we're throwing up right on stage. We'll walk out. Just,
Dude, just give me a fucking cigarette the entire time. Maybe they'll be like calm enough to play my fucking parts.
You guys, we're about to end the show, but I do gotta ask, you guys move around on stage, you guys like rock the fuck out, or you just stand there and don't do anything?
just,
Nah, go down.
For the slave show, we're just gonna be standing there doing nothing.
You know, I did want to say also one thing about the music videos. I like how you guys had the scene, but then you guys would go back to the band playing, and the mask was still on while you were on the drums. So you scream and drum. Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay.
pretend I can.
Do what?
I pretend I can.
yeah. Well, hey, you guys are signed. You guys have a great video. The song sounds fantastic, man. I wish nothing but the best for you guys moving forward. Hopefully, you guys get to tour and do some really big things. You're on the right track. That is for sure. What's your website? Where can people find your merchandise? All that good stuff.
Yeah, so if you find merchandise, Peoria Records actually has a merch store that you can look up, and we are on there. We have a couple t-shirt designs on there that are pretty sweet. As far as our sites go, our name, since it's so unique, is pretty much our name everywhere. So check up Polterguise on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. We are on YouTube if you want to check out the music video, and as well as the videos that we have up for the other songs, the little lyric videos. And then we're streaming everywhere: Spotify, Apple Music, all of that. So, favorite playlist.
Cool, man. And if you guys are, anyone that's watching is in the Kentucky area and sees this, it's going up on YouTube shortly before September 12th. Make sure to go online. Go check them. I'm sure the tickets are on your website, or I'm sure you can Google Slaves. I mean, they got their tickets everywhere. And that's hopefully, like I said, fingers crossed that show continues to happen. So that's all I got. But I want you guys to stay right there. Don't go anywhere just yet. I want to thank everybody that listens to my show and, well, our show. I got some team members. I got myself tonight, but actually I have some team members that are either on with me or just in the background. So go to www.theloudspot.net. Check us out on YouTube, Apple, Spotify. We have things on YouTube that are not on Apple and Spotify and iHeartRadio. So YouTube's always to get the most content. Go there. Check it out. That's all I got. Peace out. Rock on. Much love. Hey, I don't want the band to go anywhere. I want you to stay right there while I play my outro song once I find it. Here it is. Peace.
I just realized everybody has a fucking hat on except for me.
Get a hat.
Hey,
There you go. All right, bye.
This is the Loud Spot outro by nothing short of tragic.
I look awful with that.
Is this all talk with no action? No. Is this my thoughts with distraction? No. Is this what I bought that's in fashion? Or is this the Loud Spot with Sebastian? Yes. Does nothing short of tragic have us back again? Does everything that's good really have to end? Our pimp host has a pimp show, so to get more episodes, make an order, this is over.
Thanks for watching our video. Don't forget to click the like and share button.
Don't forget to go to our YouTube and subscribe.
If you want to listen to our audio and pick up some cool merch, go to www.theloudspot.net. Peace out. Rock on. Much love.